Alright, so you're probably wondering, how do I got this many levels and this much money, right? I mean, I literally have all, if it's gonna load, I have all the prestige characters except for Achilles so far, and I'm, working on getting him. So how do you have all this stuff? Well, basically it comes down to two things. We got AFK World and we got daily quests. And daily quests are actually not that hard, because as you can see, I'm in a private server right now with the VIP options. And so there are a lot of ones you can actually do in a private server. Like for example, get 2,000 points with one of the starter characters and win a casual match with future trunks. Both of those you could just do in a PS by doing this. Go to test stage, FFA in 5 minute, and I'm on Luffy here. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get 2,000 points just by farming off dummies, and then I'll go ahead and cut to the end of these 5 minutes and show you guys that I actually do get the quest reward. And by the way, while you're doing this, probably the fastest way is just to hit the cooldown pad, the mode pad, and pull up to the goat super dummy. Go ahead and mode up, and basically just spam off your Gatling, because yeah, you get a lot of points per second. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut till the end of this and show you that the quest is actually completed. You can look at my gold count and see that I do get the 250 gold, and if it was a level quest, I'd get the levels too. Alright, so round's about to end. As you can see, I got the 2k points, and let's go ahead and take over. There's the end. Go see that. As you can see, my gold is 127,892, so I'll be like 128 something if it succeeds. And just wait for this to end. And right about there, we should go and do this. And there you can see my gold updated. And if you check my daily quests, boom, it's done. So yeah, this one might seem hard. Most starter characters you're not going to be able to get 2k with. I mean, maybe Luffy. Luffy's pretty good. But yeah, as you can see, if you have access to a private server, it's super simple to do that. Same with this one. In fact, these are even quicker. So win a casual match with a character, just go ahead and get on Trunks. Which Trunks at? I'm tripping. There he is. And then literally just any map, any setting. It has to be on stock though, because the match will instantly end if it's on stock. Just set it to whatever amount of stocks you want. Doesn't matter at all. And then yeah, you just gotta wait for it to load in the map, and you'll instantly just get the 250. So I'm at 142. I'll be at like 390 something. Wait for it to take over, and you just get the daily quest that simply. And there are some that are a bit more difficult, and yeah, you'll have to see once it turns black. You should get it. Yeah, just like that, your gold will update. And yeah, it's the same thing if you have the daily quest win 3 casual matches in a row. You can do the same thing. Now, these are the two that are pretty difficult. When a 3 is a ranked match, I mean, there's no avoiding that. You have to actually go in ranked in 3s and do that. And then a casual match with at least 6 players, I recommend just using like really good people for grinding points, like Might Guy, or Modra, or anybody like that who's like really good at grinding points in publics or pro servers. That's probably your best bet for this one right here. And other than your daily quests, you always want to do AFK World if you can. If you have any access to AFK, 100% do AFK World, because you get so much levels from it, you get so much gold. That's why I have all these levels and all these gold, because I'm in the AFK World almost 24/7. So yeah, it's very, very handy. And yeah, other than, doing your daily quests and doing your things, how can you actively grind levels and money? Well, the best way to do that is pro servers. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what you can do in pro servers to level up real quick. So if you want to get in a pro server, just get on the main menu by joining or talking to Curlin. Go ahead and click pro servers, and then preferably you want to try and get to big sweats only, because that's your best one, level 100. But if you're like lower level, or this is full, it's almost all the time full, the level 80 is still give you a pretty good reward too. So I like global elite, Jag gamer in it, anime club, and anything you can do. The highest one you want to do is your best bet. And you want to go ahead and play. And basically what I recommend for this is that it's going to be a sweat fest. Everyone's going to be playing like super brain dead, like farming characters, so you want to try and just out brain dead the brain dead. Some really good options there: Whitebeard, PTS Luffy, anyone who has like a big ultimate that does a lot of damage. And also if you're in lives, if you have data already, 100% he's good, because you get a bunch of kills with his nuke, but not too much points though. That's the only thing. So yeah, just as a showcase, I can do Might Guy, because I think Might Guy is the most reliable, because Might Guy gives you a bunch of points. This is that match ended, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do a match where I get a decent amount of points, and I'll show you the rewards that I get from that. Oh, and one more thing, I wrote my gold in here just so I can show how much gold I get. But you want to try and pick small maps, so like Floor 1 Boss, Destroyer Tournament, and probably FFA, because you want as many people to hit as possible. In Team Battle, only half the server are people you can farm points off, whereas FFA, you can farm points off everybody. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of points and show you guys how much I get from it. Alright, so yeah, match is about to end, and this is the thing about pro servers, that they're really laggy, and everyone's going to be like playing sweaty characters and spamming, so it's not necessarily the most fun thing to do, but if you have the mental endurance to grind pro servers, you can. And once it's reset, you see just from 1.2k points, and I don't know if you get stuff out of points or damage, but yeah, as you can see, it's a good amount of XP, and this is what I started at. So yeah, not too much money, but again, if you win, it's going to be a lot more and stuff like that too. But obviously, most of the time you're probably not going to win because how much people are sweating in pro servers. So what you can do with this is just go into public, or you can do something else. And this is also really good for grinding, and that's abusing Super Dummy and his awakening. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to be able to get my friend on and showcase that to you guys. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I wasn't able to get my friend on who has Super Dummy, but basically here's the deal, right? So Super Dummy, pretty meme character, is not really good, but the thing we're going to abuse is his mode. And as you can see, I'm just going to take a bit of damage. Oh, let's pause it, dummy. Let me have attack dummy hit me. As you can see, my health bar is basically not going down. That's because this mode has 10,000 HP. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of dumb. You can literally just do whatever you want. And honestly, now that I think about it, I can actually demonstrate this on an ult real quick. So yeah. Let me check that out for a second. Alright, never mind on the whole thing too. I'm just getting really unlucky today, unfortunately. But basically, so you saw Super Dummy had a bunch of HP. It's 10,000. And yeah, basically what you can do is you can use Shunsui, you can use Gin, or you can use Gilgamesh. And what these three characters have in common is that they have an ability to one-shot their opponent, and you get all the points from it. There are some characters like Gon, you only get a certain amount of points, no matter how much HP they have. Yeah, for like Shunsui, for example, we'll do this on the training Super Dummy. This has 1 million HP, but the actual player, the character of Super Dummy that people can play on, that mode only has 10,000. But if you use Iruni or Inuma Ace or Kurose on Gin, as you can see, 1 million damage. And if you did this to a player, it'd be 10k. Basically, this guarantees that you win if it's a FFA or lives, and not lives because that's based on kills, but if it's a team battle or anything, this guarantees that you win. So that quest is done, and if you have the rare quest, which is like accumulate 7.5k damage with a certain character, what you can do is you can do what I just did on somebody who has Super Dummy, or you can just farm naturally on someone like Madara, and at the end of every match, you just want to go ahead and swap to whatever character your quest is for, right? So if your character quest is for like Neji or something, you could just farm in a private, or not a private, but in a public or pro server, or even ranked. No, not ranked. You can't change characters. But yeah, you'd farm in a public or a pro server with Whitebeard or Martyr. If you don't have game passes, someone like Mike, Gara, PTA, Sloopy, anyone who can just farm a bunch of damage. And then at the end, right before the match is about to end, every time you just swap to Neji or whatever character you needed. And if you had the quest that was accumulate 7.5k damage with a character, it'll start accumulating, because damage ticks at the end of every match. That's when it actually starts counting damage for that quest. So yeah, as long as you're on that character at the end of the match, all the damage you got, regardless of if it was on somebody else, counts for that character. So yeah, that's that daily quest. That's basically all the daily quests and how to do them. And yeah, that's basically how you level up quick. You could also do ranked for leveling, but again, as long as you're doing your daily quests every single day, and if you have access to the AFK world, you 100% want to do that. And then if you're able to grind pro servers, but obviously that's boring, a lot of people don't want to do that, I can understand. But yeah, if you want to do the 7.5k damage and stuff like that, you could always do the Super Dummy strat if you have somebody with Super Dummy. If not, then you're going to have to farm naturally on Martyr or Whitebeard or something. But yeah, that's how I level up. That's how I got all these procedures and stuff. And just for a reference, just by doing AFK World and daily quests, it takes about 2 weeks or so, 2 to 3 weeks to go from 0 to 100. So really not that bad. So yeah, when you see someone who's like XXXXXXX, whatever, like me in ranked, they probably are just doing stuff like this. They're probably just using the AFK World every night. They're probably just, doing their daily quests, make sure they get those 0.5 levels. So if you do both of them, you get a level every day for free. Which is, they get really good when they start getting to like level 90 plus, because levels are hard to come by then. But yeah, that's basically how you level up quick in ABA.